Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Welcome back to our Architecture Review Series Practice Quiz, and this is now part 9 of our Building Technology Quiz. So instructions before proceeding with the quiz, it is best to get a piece of paper muna, cut lengthwise, and then write down numbers 1 to 30 so that when you are ready, you can now start with the quiz, and for every question, write down the corresponding letter of your best choice or answer from the multiple choice. And you will be given 10 seconds to finalize your answer. At the end of the quiz, count the total number of your correct answers and check your score rating. So if you are now ready, good luck. Number 1. On the figure below, where is it best used for? A. Facade, B. Window, C. Skylight, D. Glass bridge. And our correct answer is letter A, facade. So exterior insulation and finish system, or EIFS, is mainly used on building exteriors as a non-load-bearing cladding system that provides both insulation and a decorative finish. It typically consists of an insulation board, often made of expanded polystyrene or EPS, a reinforced base coat, and a textured finish coat that provides both thermal insulation and weather resistance. Number 2. Who manufactures local vinyl tiles? A. Kent, B. Diamond, C. Matimco, D. Armstrong. And our correct answer is letter A, Kent. So Kent supplies vinyl tiles, while Diamond supplies toilet fixtures, and Matimco supplies wood products, and Armstrong supplies imported vinyl tiles. Number 3. The leading provider of quality architectural structural wood products in the Philippines. A. Matimco, B. Arctic Forest, C. Filtra Timber, and D. Timberco. And our correct answer is letter A, Matimco. So Matimco is a supplier of wood products. So they're called the House of Wood. While Arctic Forest supplies pine wood from Finland. And Timberco supplies architectural moldings. And Filtra Timber supplies sustainable wood products. Number 4. What type of glass is best used in skylights? A. Laminated glass, B. Tempered glass, C. Flat glass, and D. Annealed glass. And our correct answer is letter A, laminated glass. So laminated glass is preferred because it has a safety interlayer, usually PVB or polyvinyl butyral or EVA, ethylene vinyl acetate, that holds the shards together if broken, preventing them from falling into the space below. This makes it much safer than tempered, flat, or annealed glass when used overhead. Number 5. Identify the figure below. A. Laminated glass, B. Textured glass, C. Cracked glass, and D. Decorative glass. And our correct answer is A. Laminated glass. So when laminated glass breaks, the outer glass layers crack into a spider web or radial crack pattern, but they stay stuck to the interlayer, PVB or EVA. Instead of falling out, the broken pieces remain bonded to the plastic sheet in the middle. Number 6. What do you call the figure given below? A. One-way slab, B. Two-way slab, C. Three-way slab, and D. Cantilevered two-way slab. And our correct answer is letter D, cantilevered two-way slab. So a cantilevered two-way slab is a type of reinforced concrete floor system that behaves like a two-way slab, supported on all four sides and carrying loads in both directions, but with one or more edges extended beyond the supports as a cantilever. Number 7. What do you call the figure given below? A. Waffle slab, B. Two-way slab, C. Precast two-way slab, and D. Pre-stressed slab. And our correct answer is letter A, waffle slab. So a waffle slab, also called a two-way rib slab, is a type of reinforced concrete slab system characterized by a grid of ribs running in two directions, creating a pattern that looks like a waffle underneath. So this is what it looks like. Number 8. It is a translucent hollow block of glass with clear, textured, or patterned faces made by fusing two halves together with a partial vacuum opening. A. Glass brick, B. Glass block, C. Glass fuse, and D. Annealed glass. And our correct answer is letter B, glass block. So a glass block, sometimes called glass masonry unit, is a translucent hollow block of glass made by fusing two halves together with a partial vacuum to reduce heat transfer. It can have clear, textured, or patterned faces and is commonly used for walls, partitions, and skylights to allow light while maintaining privacy. So this is a glass brick. It is usually solid, not hollow, and heavier, used more for decorative or structural purposes. Ano pagkakaiba ng glass brick versus glass block? Hollow ang glass block while glass brick is solid. Number 9. Usually, wooden board covering the lowest part of an interior wall to cover the joint between the wall surface and the floor. A. Trim, B. Parquet, C. Baseboard, and D. Cornice. And our correct answer is letter C, baseboard. So a baseboard, also called a skirting board, is a wooden or sometimes PVC MDF board installed at the bottom of an interior wall. A trim is a general term for decorative moldings. Parquet is a wood flooring, and cornice is molding placed at the top of a wall or ceiling. Number 10. A term used to denote removal of formworks in construction. A. Stripping, B. Strapping, C. Dressing, and D. Scaffolding. And our correct answer is letter A, stripping. So in construction, stripping refers to the removal of formworks, molds, or shattering after the concrete has gained sufficient strength to support itself. Number 11. Which of the following is the correct order for removal of formworks? A. Beam soffit, beam sidings, columns, slab soffit. B. Beam sidings, columns, beam soffit, and slab soffit. C. Columns, beam sidings, beam soffit, and slab soffit. And letter D. slab soffit, columns, beam sidings, and beam soffit. And our correct answer is letter B, beam sidings, columns, beam soffit, and slab soffit. So the correct logic of removal is first, beam sidings, because this is purely shaping and no load bearing. Second is the column forms. One sides are stable, this can go next. Column forms or vertical forms should not be removed before the beam sidings. Number 3, beam soffit. It carries the beam load, so wait until strength develops. Number 4, slab soffit. Remove last, since the slab spans the widest area and needs the longest curing or strength gain. Number 12, period of time for the removal of formworks for beam sidings. A, 7 days. B, 21 days. C, 2 days. And D, 28 days. And our correct example is letter C, 2 days. So according to the DPWA standards, wala naman dito nakalagay for beam sidings. Nakalagay lang ay beams, column side forms, and wall side forms. No? But sa international standards, nakalagay dito for sides of walls, columns, and vertical faces of beam is 24 hours to 48 hours, 1 day to 2 days. No? So andyan yung beam sidings, vertical faces, 2 days. Number 13, which of the following is not part of a ceiling system? A, wall angle. B, hanger rod. C, firing channel. And D, trim. And our correct answer is letter D, trim. So trim is more of a decorative molding used for finishing like baseboards, cornices, or casing, and not a functional structural part of a ceiling system. A ceiling system, like suspended or drop ceilings, usually consists of a wall angle, that is L-shaped metal fixed along the perimeter walls to support the grid. Hanger rod, the vertical rods that suspend the ceiling grid from the structural slab. And horizontal members used to support the ceiling boards will be the firing channel for drywall ceilings, gypsum, fiber cement board, etc. And main T and cross T for suspended tile ceilings, that is acoustic, mineral fiber, and metal tiles. So number 14, which of the following is a brand name for fiber cement boards? A, Bosch. B, Shera. C, Kentwood. And D, Kenneth and Mock. And our correct answer is letter B, Shera. So Shera is known for manufacturing fiber cement boards, while Bosch is a supplier of power tools, and Kenneth and Mock is supplier of imported windows and doors UPVC, and Kentwood is a supplier of HDF and laminated flooring. 15. A term used to a board placed on top of the curtain that covers the curtain hardware accessories. A, curtain cover. B, curtain pocket. C, curtain cove. And D, cornice. And our correct answer is letter C, curtain cove. So a curtain cove is the board or panel placed on top of the curtain to conceal the curtain rod, track, or other hardware accessories. It gives a neat, finished look to the window treatment. 16. A protective resilient strip attached to a wall to protect the surface from carts, transporters, or other movable conveyors. A. Wall guard. B. Guardrails. C. Baseboard. And D. Dado. And our correct answer is letter A. Wall guard. So a wall guard, also called a bumper guard or cross rail, is specifically designed as a protective, resilient strip attached to walls to prevent damage from carts, wheelchairs, transporters, or other movable equipment. Guardrails are usually used along roads, ramps, or elevated walkways for safety. Baseboard is a finishing strip at the junction of wall and floor, mainly decorative and to cover gaps. Dado is the lower portion of an interior wall, often finished differently for statics protection, but not the same as a protective strip. 17. A flashing formed metal or elastomeric sheeting secured on or into a wall, curb, pipe, or other surface to cover and protect the upper edge of a base flashing and its associated fasteners. A. Cap flashing. B. Cover flashing. C. Protective flashing. And letter D. Counter flashing. And our correct answer is letter D. Counter flashing. So ito yung counter flashing at ito naman yung base flashing. A cap flashing or cover flashing, sometimes used interchangeably with counter flashing, but in strict technical use, counter flashing is the proper term in roofing and waterproofing. 18. To avoid leak in concrete roof deck, what should you do? A. Provide waterproofing admixture in concrete before concrete pouring. B. Provide elastomeric paint after concrete pouring. C. Provide membrane waterproofing and admixture in concrete. And D. Provide slope to floor drain. And our correct answer is letter D. Provide slope to floor drain. So even if you use admixtures, elastomeric paint, or membranes, a flat concrete roof deck without slope will still pond water, and standing water is the main cause of leaks. Proper slope, usually 1 to 2% toward drains or scuppers, ensures that water is drained away effectively. Rule of thumb, drainage before waterproofing. 19. What is the advantage of using long span roofing? A. Low cost. B. Easy installation. C. Lightweight. And D. Less water seepage. And our correct answer is letter D. Less water seepage. Long span roofing sheets are installed in large continuous lengths, which means fewer joints and overlaps. Since joints are the weakest points where leaks usually occur, minimizing them significantly reduces the chances of water seepage. 20. Which of the following is not a common size of CHB? A. 4 inches. B. 5 inches. C. 6 inches. And D. 8 inches. And our correct answer is letter B, 5 inches. So we have this for hollow block sizes. A thickness 40 inches or 100 mm is usually for interior partitions. 6 inches or 150 mm is most common for walls or exterior walls. And 8 inches or 200 mm is for load-bearing walls. 21. How many 600 mm by 600 mm acoustic tiles for ceiling is needed for a 20 meter by 30 meter ceiling? A. 1,670 pieces. B. 1,900 pieces. C. 1,500 pieces. And D. 2,000 pieces. So get ready with your calculator. And our correct answer is letter A, 1,670 pieces. So to compute for this number of ceiling tiles, you have to check the area first, the ceiling area. 20 by 30 is 600 square meters. And then check the area of the acoustic ceiling tile. That is 0.6 by 0.6 meters will be 0.36 square meters per tile. And so, just divide the ceiling area by the area of one piece of acoustic ceiling tile. 600 square meters over 0.30 square meters per tile or per piece will give you 1,667 pieces. So the only correct choice here is 1,670 pieces because letter C is below, less than what you have estimated, and letter B and D will be too much. 22. A heavy horizontal timber at the bottom of the frame of a wood structure. A. Sill plate. B. Sole plate. C. Fire stop. And D. Termite shield. And our correct answer is letter A. Sill plate. So sill plate is the heavy horizontal timber placed at the bottom of a wall or frame, resting on the foundation or floor, and serving as the base to which vertical studs are attached. So this is the sill plates. Yan, yung nakapatong na sa pinaka frame ng wall, no? Or foundation. So to differentiate it from sole plate, a sole plate is a similar horizontal member, but usually refers to the bottom piece of a partition wall inside a structure and lighter than a sill plate. So mas mabigat ang sill plate. So the sole plate is the bottom horizontal member of a frame wall upon which a row of studs is erected, also called shoe, sole, or sole. So this is according to the book of the Keaching Dictionary of Architecture, Visual Dictionary. 23. What is not required in a roof system? A. Sag rod. B. Camber. C. Truss rod. And D. Queen post. And our correct answer is letter D, queen post. So queen post is used in timber framing, queen post truss, but not a required element in all roof systems. Many roof systems, steel trusses, concrete roofs, etc. do not need or use queen post. Ito yung mga queen post at ang tawag sa ganyan ay queen post truss. So in the general sense of roof systems, a queen post is not a universal requirement, unlike elements such as sag rods, truss rods, or camber, which are commonly necessary for stability across many roof system types like steel, concrete, or timber. A roof system can have camber, especially in trusses and long-span beams. For short-span roof trusses like 5 to 8 meters, cambering is usually not necessary because deflection is minimal. Now, to differentiate camber versus queen post between the two, camber is more common in roof systems than queen post. So, queen post should be the answer. 24. What is the lock housed within two holes bored at right angles to each other, one through the face of a door and the other in the door ledge? A. Doorknob. B. Keyhole. C. Cylinder lock. And D. faceplate. And our correct answer is letter C, cylinder lock. So a cylinder lock, often the mechanism inside a doorknob or lever set, is housed within two bored holes. One through the face of the door, that is for the knob, lever, and cylinder, and one through the edge of the door for the latch and the bolt. So this is according to D.K. Ching. A cylinder lock is a lock housed within two holes bored at right angles to each other, one through the face of a door and the other in the door ledge. So same as the question. And 25. Identify the figure below. A. Gravity hinge. B. Mortise hinge. C. Invisible hinge. And D. Flap hinge. And our correct answer is letter A, gravity hinge. So a gravity hinge is a type of special hinge designed so that the weight or gravity of the door causes it to close automatically or return to a set position, usually closed or sometimes partially open. 26. How many holes are there in a CHB? A. 2 holes. B. 3 holes. C. 4 holes. And D. 5 holes. And our correct answer is letter B, 3 holes. So you have here a hollow block, 3 holes, including a 6-inch hollow blocks. And 27, a hinge having one leaf mortised into the edge of a door and the other surface mounted to the door frame. A. Half mortise hinge. B. Flap hinge. C. Gravity hinge. And D. Mortise hinge. And our correct answer is letter A, half mortise hinge. So this is a hinge having one leaf mortised into the edge of the door and the other surface mounted on the door frame. So versus a mortise hinge wherein it is a butt hinge mortised into the abutting surfaces of the door and the door jamb. 28. What is the standard size of marine plywood? A. 1.2 by 3 meters. B. 1.2 meters by 2.4 meters. C. 1.3 meters by 3 meters. And D. 2.3 meters by 4.20 meters. And our correct answer is letter B, 1.2 meters by 2.4 meters, or 4 feet by 8 feet, or 48 by 96 inches. 29. A good material for ceiling that absorbs sound. A. Marine plywood. B. Cement board. C. Gypsum board. And D. PVC. And our correct answer is letter C, gypsum board. So gypsum board has a good sound absorption and acoustic properties, making it a common choice for ceilings and partitions in offices, classrooms, and residential spaces. It also provides fire resistance. And lastly, what do you call the connector for wood trusses? A. Support. B. Brace. C. Gusset plate. And D. Dovetail joint. And our correct answer is letter C, gusset plates. So gusset plate is a flat connector plate, either wood, steel, or metal with teeth, used to join members of a wood truss at the joints. And so that's it for our quiz. Congratulations for completing the quiz. Now, count your total correct answers and determine your score category. If your rating is 15 or less, it is time for a more strategic review.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Enroll at Atlas CDC Review for a comprehensive prep for the Architecture Board exams. Message us now.